Viewer discretion is advised. Video entails description of graphic violence, rape, and pedophilia. We last left off on that thrilling cliffhanger where Mariko, the daughter of Kurama, suicide bombs Lucy. Well, the bomb only breaks Lucy's horns, and she reverts back to new. Right back to this bullshit. Nana proposes to Kurama, and he kills himself. Well, not gonna think about that too much. There he is. This is the character that pushes this vile fucking series over the line. I can't stand this character. There is no point to him in the series. He just shows up to make every other character look not as bad. I don't know. Anna's one big bitch. There are two lady docs, and I've been mistaking them for the same person. One that died is Shirakawa, one that's still alive is Arakawa. Stop. Terminator is still homeless, living on the beach. Also, he stopped Kurama from killing himself, but he's catatonic. Why are there so many adult characters that don't know what sex is? Is this some sort of weird innocence fetish? But you're an adult. Why? How do you not know what sex is? Yeah, okay, so Sunglasses, this disgusting fucking character, picks out one of the dicloni at the lab and rapes her. He then cuts her in half at the torso and keeps her in excruciating pain to use her as a radar in order to win a bet with Arakawa so then he can rape her too. Some Mai-chan's daily life shit. Only this was published by Shueisha. So he ends up tracking down Nana instead. Nana wants to kill him, he uses some special weapons to subdue her, and then he tries to rape Mayu, who, remember, is only 13. After a struggle, Terminator guy, who I now see his name is Bando, arrives to save the day. He gets shot with the spike ball thing, but his hands are artificial so he can just rip it out. Sunglasses escapes, and Bando removes the spike balls from Nana. As he's about to leave, Mew returns home. So, after the graphic rape attempt, the next chapter decides we need to go back to Diaper-chan and this weird piss fetish. This backstory is so fucking stupid. Her mom died of singing. She died of fucking singing. They don't even make up a disease or use whatever it was in Full Moon wo Shigate. They just take a type of operatic soprano and call it a disease. A dramatic soprano is just a soprano with a powerful, full voice. It's just Turando. Why the fuck is this here? This manga was written just to trigger the autistic side of me. Okay, now back to the regular manga. Bando shoots at Mew and wakes up Lucy. Lucy agrees to go fight him. They go to the same beach as always. Sunglasses is watching in the shadows. Bando flashbangs Lucy and uses tear gas. Sunglasses shields her from the killing blow. Lucy then beheads him, thank God. Nana can feel Lucy is back and saves Bando. Bando still has one of those crazy spike balls and shoots Lucy with it. Mayu shows up, cries, Lucy cuts off his arm while he's distracted. Lucy's about to kill Mayu, but Bando shoots to distract her and dies in Mayu's place. This is probably the only scene you can feel good about in the entire series, if you ignore the fact that Mayu is 13 and kissing an adult. I'm just gonna lie to myself and say Bando would have responsibly rejected her feelings if he wasn't literally cut in half at the time. So Mew wakes up and stumbles upon Nana and Mayu talking about how many people she's killed. She runs away. There's a dungeon of Mew clones. Not sure how they all have adult bodies when Mariko was only 5, but okay. Chief shoots himself in the hand. Mew's a cutter now. Everyone cries. SWAT team arrives. Lucy kills them all. Protag remembers Lucy. Protag gets a name now since he finally showed any character. Kota states he will avenge his father and sister and then immediately passes out. Lucy hits the chocolate dungeon guy with a helicopter. The Mews catch the helicopter, saving him from being crushed, but then Lucy shows up and starts shooting all the Mews. Chocolate Guy commands the Mews to let go of the helicopter and kill Lucy, but they somehow defy his commands and won't let go. They end up crushed together and Lucy is disappointed. The other villain with glasses appears with half a Mew and uses her to take out one of Lucy's horns. Kurama shows up to see the corpses of all these clones of his dead daughter everywhere. Half a Mew dies in his arms. We flash back to Lucy making a friend. They go to her house and her dad punches her for drawing. Lucy defends her. The dad's GF is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Her friend then just ends up killing her own father. Kurama tracks them both down and the friend takes a bullet for Lucy. Flash forward, Lucy pretends like that in any way justifies any of her actions, and the glasses villain shoots Lucy's other horn off. Lucy is captured and reverts back to Mew. She's naked and it's made a point that she's on her period, and then the chief says, "Your body seems ready to have offspring." No, it doesn't, because the house for said offspring is currently all over her thighs. How the fuck do adults not know how the menstrual cycle or ovulation works? Nana finds Kurama in a shack on the beach, cradling the corpse of one of the Mews. He then asks her to leave. She gets pissed and then takes him into the forest to pet him. Chocolate Guy didn't actually die under the helicopter, and he takes the control chip out of the Mew that saved him. She leaves, beheads a nurse, and then throws the head at him. He says sorry. Barbara, the freed Mew, beheads the Chocolate Guy and escapes to go find Nana. Mew rejects becoming the new Eve and Anna shows up. Barbara tries to kill Kurama, so Nana fights her. Kurama then takes the opportunity to kill his daughter again, and he's back to normal. Also, now all the Dicloni have escaped. Chief reveals he raped Lucy's mother and produced a son. Lucy kills him, and it's revealed his horns were just a skull deformity, and he was 100% human the entire time. Anna knew this and hid this. Then she dies trying to avenge him. I do not care about this whole virus vaccine B-plot they've had going on this entire time, but Arakawa is the only researcher from the Diclonius lab. The vaccine she let drop before is in full view, so she ends up running out to go get it, but Lucy is just right there. She grabs the vaccine and runs, and Diclonius Island sinks. Lucy washes up on the same beach she did at the beginning of the story. Koda's there. Lucy then carries him to the lighthouse and finally says she's sorry for killing his family. She promises to never kill again, and then she conveniently has to go get something. Only Kurama's waiting right down there, with a gun. She resigns herself to death. Oh, but then a different personality took over and chopped off Kurama's arm. Judging by the art at this point, the mangaka is just as sick of this story as I am. She then switches back to Lucy as Koda comes down to see what happens. Seeing as she broke the promise she literally just made, he says he hates her, and then proceeds to take a bullet for her. With Koda dead, she decides to destroy the planet. Everything starts exploding. Her body starts melting from the use of her power, and she decides she's gonna melt herself to revive Koda. Fuck, I don't care. Just end this already. The mangaka just openly states he doesn't want to explain this shit. The military arrives and demand they hand over the Lucy puddle. Lucy dies, and only super evil DNA Lucy is left, who kills all the soldiers. Evil DNA Lucy then attacks Koda, but the spirits of Mew and Lucy shield him. God, this is so stupid. Lucy and Mew beg Koda to kill her, and this fucking pussy still can't, and almost gets himself killed, but she just happens to melt before she can use the gun. Now we have an epilogue. Anna lived, Glasses villain lived, Bando lived. Now this is the part that you see in the anime. Koda waits at her grave forever, marries his cousin in the meantime, and then brings his daughter to visit the grave with him when she's old enough. Then finally a note appears with Lucy's stone. Then a pair of twins appear. presumably the reincarnation of Lucy and New. Why they aren't the same person, I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Das Ende. Fuck me, that sucked. It's hard to articulate exactly why I find this series so objectionable. Neither gore nor sexual vulgarity really bother me. When I think of some of my favorite mangas, both Prison School and Kami-sama no Itsuri come to mind. So why is this series so bad? Well, the United States legal ruling on what defines pornography is, I know it when I see it. And boy, did I see it. The problem with this manga was not the gratuitous gore and sex, nor was it the disturbing fetishization of mentally handicapped women. The problem was it was porn, with way too much plot. The careless way sex was thrown into the story was not a parody or nihilist commentary. There was no message trying to be conveyed with it. It was just porn wrapped in an amalgamation of sci-fi plot devices. Honestly, Bible Black is an objectively better series in this regard, because at least it knows what it is. If this series sounded interesting at all to you, it's just because I'm an amazing narrator. And when my soul is judged, I better not hear that I convinced anyone to read this. I will fucking find you and invoke a generational curse on you and your offspring. Anyways, thanks for watching.